Afternoon, artist. What's going on, Daryl? 2/15/2024 is the date, and it's 11:26. Well, actually, 11:27 on West Coast time. Please tell me you saw the Super Bowl game and some of the commercials in there, and the controversy that they have. That the independents are going ape on this one. I'm expecting Bo with a fifth column to have something to say about it, unless he's already done so already on it. I don't know what the hell he's got to say, but I'd like to see what he says about the damn shit. I saw the commercial, and I thought everybody else was losing their minds. I still do. I'm checking out on Bo's site right now. He's talked about the stuff I was talking about last night, but except I posted mine a little late on that one. RFK ad. Oh yeah, that bore. But the one thing I didn't see that he covered, and I wish he had, and he didn't. So I don't know what the hell he's missing on this one here. There's a pastor I watch from time to time. He's up in Nova Scotia. Ed Bishop Trevors. He's okay. I like talking to him. I like conversing with him, and I like to talk about things with him. Bo, I'm not so quite so sure, and I don't know what kind of his wardrobe money he's getting there. He's got a lot of T-shirts, more than what I actually can afford. But the one thing I noticed that he he didn't touch was that Jesus gets us. I guess maybe religion and him don't mix, or spirituality don't mix. Did you catch that one? I mean, you can do a Google search on it. Actually, you can do a YouTube search on that when you go find a thing. But also, you'll be finding another schmuck called Matt Walsh on that one. Walsh is one of those guys that the independents go after left and right, and they make attacks and they're smart schmuck. And after listening to him, I don't blame him. No, regarding the Jesus gets us. If you hadn't seen the commercial, it's about Jesus washing the feet. And how does God and Jesus, one and the same or both, who knows? How does the Spirit actually move us and motivate us to get to know the other person and be of service, be of humbleness, humility, learning about gratitude, learn about empathy? Well, in the pictures being shown, you wash the feet of others. I was reminding Trevor's of one particular episode. You know me, I like to do television and movies and stuff. One series I saw back in the 90s extended all the way to about 2003, 2004, I think. Touched by an Angel. And a lot of Angel fanatics out there. In the show, there was one particular episode where there's one young angel still learning her wings, earning and learning her wings. Learn something about human beings in their miserable state. She was being haughty in this one, until her lesson was to be becoming mortal and stripped of everything and being humble, being homeless, being a denizen of the street, especially in the cold winter days of this particular city. And in this episode, she runs across this one particular guy who's having issues. At the end, this guy's not lost nearly everything, including the one valuable prized item in a mission he was trying to accomplish. He had his dead wife's ashes in his urn, and somebody stole it, and he was trying to do everything else he can to find the damn thing, and lost everything. Till at the end, where God reveals his purpose and his message. And they were kids. Anyway. The guy sees the woman that was hanging around him all the time. He thought she was bad news or something like that. But she was actually an angel learning. Hang on. Ma needs me for a second. Give me a second here. Sorry about that. I had to bring her back inside. Just needed to take her out for a few minutes, and now she's just hiding in the bedroom again. The angel had to learn humility and humbleness and servitude. She's no better than human beings. I mean, she's there to guide, counsel, be the messenger, be the voice. But she can't be judgmental about people's situations and conditions. She had to go through it herself to understand. And in the end, I think it was Gregory Harrison was the actor. Rama Downey being the angel in the show. In the end, the guy got back to ashes. His feet was healed. Faith restored. And at the end of the story, he was actually able to hike to some mountains in an area and just release his ashes of his loved one. Carried off into the winds. That's all he wanted to do. Honor his wife's last wishes. Watched a lot of these shows. You learn a lot about humanity on some occasions. How screwed up we are on other occasions. Oh, too many messages. But in that particular episode, it stuck in my head. That was still the washing of the feet, even at the in the revelation part that they have in the show, where she revealed herself to be an angel, washing his feet, healing his wounds, and he was able to forgive her. It mattered to her. It mattered. So now she's in God's good graces again as a messenger and as her status, being less judgmental, seeing the situation as a hell of a lot better. See, that's the thing. That's the thing, Daryl. We're still stuck in that situation, aren't we? We're still stuck in that situation. I mean, we're judging each other left and right without even knowing the other guy's situation. Unless, of course, they're broadcasting it so damn much. I guess that's the only side we ever know. We don't understand the flip side, whether or not they actually are that screwed up or not, in our own damn opinion. But if they're going to be advocating that they want chaos, confusion, and insanity at this point over here, am I likely to agree with everybody else? Should I? Or should I see the darker side of the nature, or just see the other side of nature, whatever this guy's producing? There's one particular guy is being torn apart, and I'm waiting for it to happen. He just doesn't get it, or he doesn't want to get it, basically. He's even said so himself. And I'm saying about Matt Walsh. And I've heard, let's see, from Jesse Dollamore and Ring of Fire are talking about this damn thing going on. And they're chewing each other up left and right. It's like a bloodbath on these damn things. But even in a bloodbath somewhere, you see the bones of the situation. Skeleton that holds the whole thing up of their arguments. Trying to understand. Trying to understand something. What was it about this message that people didn't like or get? What was it about this situation that was pissing people off left and right? I don't get it. I just don't get it. Politics is the only damn thing that people ever getting right now because that's the only damn thing they can see. And if there was a simple message, even though it was expensive as hell, are we getting it? Are we understanding it? Right now, I'm just going through a few things. I'm just trying to. I'm trying to figure something else that's going to mean something. Give me a second. I'm going to put you on pause for a minute here. Yeah, that's what I thought. Jesse Dalamo. Apparently, according to him, the people who funded this commercial where Jesus gets us radical, bigoted, and he just goes off in the mouth. Sometimes I can't stand this asshole. I'll say it again. Sometimes I can't stand this asshole. I'll call him on it. But he's got so much people out there following him. I guess he really doesn't listen or care or give a shit about anything else. But his own damn opinions. This is what happens when you're doing your own damn podcast and you're not trying to keep things humble and humiliated. You're not trying to look things on a lower level. No, you have to build up that audience. You have to build up the ego. You have to build up all that damn stress. So a situation like this, when you get a commercial coming up to drive people crazy, Jesus gets us. Then here comes the diabolical insinuations happening left and right. We got conspiracy theories. Who made this? Are they good guys? Are they bad guys compared to my values at this point over there? Are they egomaniacs? Are they bigots? So who the hell are they? We must persecute, prosecute, and go insane. Regardless of that, I was trying to talk. I was trying to send a message over to the Rev on this one. I get the message. Some things are simplified. Some things I do hear it, even though the others don't hear it. Doesn't mean I'm a messenger of God. It just means some things are getting filtered to me, and other things aren't filtered. And maybe if they are filtered, not specifically to me, but to others who actually hear it, maybe we can try understanding that message as saying, Jesus understands us. Okay, fine. Jesus understands us. We both understand about Christianity at this point. But do we? Do we really understand about it? Service. Being of service to one another. Being a good neighbor to one another. I mean, what was the thing concerning about the Sermon on the Mount he was trying to tell us? You have little faith. So if you got a faith as small as the mustard seed, it still can grow. And you can still put it in good soil somehow and it'll still grow. As long as the soil is okay. But how is the soil okay in the first place? But you're supposed to be upholding the laws mentioned earlier on. But the ultimate commandment is you're supposed to love. That's the commandment, love. Nothing wrong with that. Except, do you love yourself or do you love everybody else, or are you just baffled and you got to argue with people left and right? People want, people want, people want, people want. They'll probably be asking me, what the hell do I want? They'll be asking me what my channel's for. Well, you know what the channel's for. You know me, I do the belly aching. If I'm going through the emotional crap, I'm going through the mental head games crap, I'm belly aching about the damn shit. I'm observing everybody else going through their own damn condition fits. So I'm talking about that too. But I don't like pointing the finger at other people unless I've got a certain burp my ass on this one. And then again, I have to come back and reanalyze my interpretation if it was correct or not. And if it is valid, and even if it is valid, is it my ego doing the judgmental or not? That's the major thing right there, isn't it? The ego. Is my viewpoint more valuable than anybody else's? And for the reason why I try to get back to that video, Jesus gets us, then I have to put myself in that kind of mindset with him. And understanding where he's coming from. If he gets us, if he sees everybody exactly what they're supposed to be, different. They're not the same. They're not everything new and shiny. We're not the Borg. We're all individuals. We're all different. We all have our own damn viewpoints. Even for the guys like Matt Walsh who are screaming that they don't get it, and for the other guys who are saying, look at the bigots who made this damn shit in the first place. I would think Jesus would get them too. So even if it is coming from a multi-million or a billion-dollar or whatever kind of funding it's coming from, if there was a message saying something to us that Jesus gets to us, okay, I'm listening. I'm hip on that. I'm still hating the idea that we got people out there willing to kill us just for whatever kind of stupidity they got going on in their heads. For whatever kind of valid reason they can come up with in order to wipe us off the face of the earth. It's a complicated world, isn't it, dear? It's complicated, Daryl. We watch all these damn shows that have conflicting information, conflicting ideas and ideologies and idioms and belief systems. People trying to live with each other, people trying to kill each other. People not liking about this one because it's too different. That's why I kept pulling up all these damn shows I remembered and movies because everything was different. Sometimes the themes were the same, but everything was different. We got a problem with difference, don't we? It's not safe. It's not comfortable. It's not established. Conservatives like that. But they still want more and more and more for them, them, them. The hell with everybody else. And we're stuck with that one there too. I got a question for you. If Jesus gets this, and if they actually put this one in there, if you happen to see a Wall Street tycoon either washing the feet of the lower, or the lower washing the feet of the tycoon, and then you'll probably look at the political ramifications, insinuations, uh, anything and everything, tearing the damn thing apart just to see if it's legit or not. I've heard too many people using this particular analogy trying to make their own points of view valid. We washing the feet of the rich and famous, or washing the feet of the rich. And the rich, we're looking at a servitude. We're not looking at they're trying to be humble, meek, and humiliated because of their faith or beliefs. No, they're doing it to us because we are elite, we are ego, we are I am, I. And then the other side, it's either trying to kiss ass for a favor, as some of us would like to think about, or we're still trying to show them to be decent human beings. Maybe one day they'll realize that. So we have to demonstrate that level of humanity and compassion, empathy, from according to what our faith and beliefs tell us to do. It's hard as hell because we have to walk with humility, humbleness, and gratitude. And sometimes it's just not that because we got an ego, we got pride. I can think of a lot of dirty, rotten things to say or do if I was going to be washing the feet of this one asshole who doesn't like me a bit. But it would put me on his level. So in order to put myself on the level that I think I should be on, then I have to go with what I've got, which would show people to be the weakest situation there, but maybe in a viewpoint, maybe someone would understand the intention. Maybe the intention of the lesson should be there somewhere. You're afraid to stand up to the big bully. No, I'm just trying to show the big bully He don't always ask him a hot rock. Expects everything and everybody to be of servitude to him. And if Jesus was here, would he be looking at him with such disgust, or would he look at him with such pity in his eyes? And I think he'd be looking at the guy and saying, you have a choice. I could wash your feet here, make you an example. Probably make me into an example of being the weak because I'm catering to the so-called strong and prideful, greedy, well-off, egotistical. But the thing is, I get you. But it makes me a better person. So I have empathy, compassion, humanity. And if some of that actually rubs off on you, let us hope it could be something useful. But if it isn't, then it's not exactly wasted because I still did something good in front of others. So maybe look at me as weak because I didn't backstab you or poisoned your feet. Pour some kind of acid in the water and just melt off your bones. But that's not how it works, does it? I mean, it just doesn't work that way. So, if I happen to wash your feet, besides the fact that you hadn't washed your feet in a hell of a long while, they stink like crazy, that means I get you. But I get you as a human being. You chose your path. But is there another path that you could have taken a long time ago? And maybe offered? I'm not saying follow my way and my example, but just understand. You may not swear to a religious or faith that I am, but maybe somehow if you believe in God, and God will show you a way. You just needed to be prepared for it. I guess in that way I'll probably have to be observing that one and just absorbing it. And then seeing how this guy's emotions going to be played out in his face. Whether or not he's actually going to be looking at the situation and wondering what the hell's going on. Did he make the right call in his life? Did he make decisions right? And I'll refer you back over to Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol. That's why I read. I may stay in English literature instead of history. I mean, I'll still study history like crazy just to get references and stuff. Even television history works. Movie history. Doesn't matter which kind of history. We're all using examples left and right to get our message across. But we still need a form and format to do so, don't we? One way or another. So in this one, oh, fucking crap. I just saw breaking news on this shit. I gotta switch off. I just got a Huffington Post flash on this one. White House confirms Russia has troubling anti-satellite weapon. And right now the major guys are talking about Fulton County DA being put under the gun. I'd rather be talking about that damn anti-satellite weapon crap. Holy crap. I'm feeling sick to my stomach.